Pandora is an incredible story. It's a tale of, dare you cross the British Navy, a vessel sent to chase down mutineers of the Bounty, who mutinied in 1790. So they'd gone through many islands in the South Pacific and were actually making their way home with 14 mutineers on board when they tried to cross the reef, a massive barrier, and unfortunately sank.
And when and how was the wreck discovered?
Yeah, the wreck was discovered in 1977, so quite a long time after it went down in 1791, by enthusiasts and underwater divers who had been searching for it for quite a long time. And the museum actually excavated it then throughout the 80s and the 90s over 9 separate seasons.
So how many items have you found? How many items do you have to digitise?
Well, artifact-wise, I have over 6,000 in the collection up here in Townsville, but for every object you have to add photos and film, maps, data sheets, field journals. So I guess you could times that at least by 2 for the actual archives that we have here.
And what sort of things do you have?
Object-wise, Pandora is an incredible collection. It's the oldest wreck we've found on the reef, and we have incredible things from the ship. We have cannonballs, we have human possessions, really moving things. Even the surgeon's pocket watch has survived all that time. But then the archive that we want to digitise really is the archaeologist's journey through those expeditions and how they actually accomplish these excavations underwater.
As we said, 35 people died when Pandora went down. Is the site treated as a grave site?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have 3 human remains in the collection here as well from those sailors. So for any shipwreck that maritime archaeologists work on, there's a level of respect for our cultural heritage. When you add the fact that some of these sites are in fact grave sites, it really is a moving thing to work on, and you have a huge responsibility to do the best job you can.
So why have you decided to put all this information online? How do you want it to be used?
I think people often forget that museums around the world are all facing this problem of having collections that have, maybe started 40 years ago, if not longer. And a lot of what we work on is not digital, it's all analog. So the fact that these footage and film and pictures, some of them have never been digitised, have not been looked at for the past 20 years, it's really important that we have this chance to digitise it all. And what archaeologists do all this work for is to share it with the public. It's to tell all of our collective stories. So that's the important thing about making it online as well.
And when will the public be able to access the collection online,
Maddie? Look. Hopefully, the deadline for this project is middle of next year to have it completely done and dusted. And I'm really ambitious and passionate about it. So, yeah, you can look forward to it in June 2023.
Great. What's your favourite part of the collection?
Oh, my favourite part is a hand-drawn map. So we don't get to hand-draw maps much anymore. And this one is from 1986 from the archaeologists excavating. And it has beautiful depictions of the objects that I have in the collection actually where they were on that shipwreck site 30 metres underwater. It's really beautiful.